Valorize your mental health because your mental health is everything worth prioritizing in this life. Guys, Jonathan just break down. He brought out the vulnerable state of a man in him. This other side of Jonathan is so emotional to the point that a lot have to shed tears alongside with him. Do you know what Clara did? Clara surprised Jonathan with a sum of 50,000 naira. And Jonathan did not know about it. Jonathan was rather insulting Clara. But when Jonathan got home and the house was upside down, there was nothing to feed on, Jonathan was perplexed and wanted to go and sell his phone. But guess what? Upon going to sell his phone, he now picked up the pullover that Clara put that 50,000 naira inside, and it fell off, and Jonathan was surprised, and with the thought that it was Clara who put it inside, this broke Jonathan so much that Jonathan could not even hold back his tears. Now what will Jonathan do? Will Jonathan press on being hurt with Clara or not? Clara is a very good lady, guys. Now, how it all started. Remember, Hans got some information about Jonathan, right? And he is going now to confront Jonathan that why will a father be this wicked towards his own child? Your own daughter that you brought forth on earth, you are the same person that is sending her nude videos out there and destroying her. Jonathan was in the house and Hans could not figure out this. When Hans got there, Jonathan's presence irritated Hans to the extent that Hans had to open the floor with a boxing match. They exchanged some blows. Jonathan was like, how dare you come to my house to fight me? And Hans was like, if you know you never wanted to raise a child, why bring forth a child in this world? Jonathan could not figure it out, and when Hans break everything before Jonathan, Jonathan was completely lost. Jonathan rather fought Hans, and Hans also fought Jonathan, and Jonathan chased Hans out of his house. Now, when Hans left, guess what happened? Debbie, the pium woman, Debbie could not sit on one spot. Debbie rushed now to meet Clara in order to tell Clara all the gist that just happened. Before Debbie getting to Clara's restaurant, Hans got back and met the mother and told the mother everything. Now, guess what? The mother told Hans that it is not every battle you have to fight in life. There are some things that you have to let low. Stay away from them and allow the people fight their battles. And do you want to know Hans's response? Hans told the mother that as long as Clara breathes, he will make sure to always stand by Clara and fight for Clara until Jonathan receives sense. Hans means business. So now Debbie was with Clara. Debbie had to tell everything that transpired to Clara, and Clara was like, oh, if Hans could do such a thing, then there must be a reason I need to find out. But as for Jonathan, putting the child's note videos out there is a no-no for me. Jonathan loved that child so much that Jonathan cannot do such a thing. Clara have really changed you. Ha. Now, Clara now dressed up and went to see Hans. When Clara got to Hans's office, guess what happened? Hans had to tell Clara everything, but Clara told Hans that she is not sure about this information. That she doesn't think it is Jonathan. And to think of it, if it was Jonathan, why would Jonathan use his identity? Why would Jonathan show his residence? Why would Jonathan use his phone numbers, everything about him, knowing that he will be traced? That he is bigger than that thought, which is very true. The detective needs to do better. Jonathan is innocent. Hans, you need to think very well as well. Hans had to reason this with Clara and told Clara that, see, you have a point here, but who is the one behind this? Meaning you need to be careful with the people around you. The people around you is the one that are doing this to your family. Clara was like, I'm confused. I don't know what to think any longer. Clara, you need to think out of the box. You need to be sharp in your thoughts. And Hans said it was a man and not a woman. Therefore, Clara, you could have even suspected Emeka, but you never did. Anyway, I can't blame you because a lot is crowded in your mind. Talking about Debbie met up with Emeka. Emeka was shocked to hear that Clara heard that it was Jonathan and never retaliated. Debbie told Emeka that they should stop. Emeka said they will not stop. As far as there is life, there is hope. That they can only stop when Jonathan is dead. That if he stops now, Jonathan will bounce back. Are you people hearing? For those of you that are already giving up in life, as far as there is life, there is hope. Never you give up and never you shed tears. Keep pushing. That is what is going to help you in life. Keep putting the effort. Double the effort every blessed day. To become successful is not a day's job. I know you must be trying and it's not going, but keep trying. And with God on your side, everything will be possible. Hear what Emeka, the evil one, is saying. He is not also going to give up until Jonathan goes down. But I'm sorry, Emeka, you'll be caught this time around. I'm sorry to say this, you'll be caught this time around. Talking about Jonathan. Jonathan was trekking under the sun, covering his head with his pullover. A whole mighty Jonathan trekking. He doesn't have a car any longer. So, he doesn't have taxi fare. He doesn't have keke fare. He doesn't have bike fare. Jonathan is trekking and roaming the streets in hunger. Remember, the family slept in hunger. Kennedy refused giving him money to go and feed his family with it. Guess who this guy bumped into? The engineer. When the engineer saw him, he also saw the engineer. The engineer was shocked, and the engineer had to do what? The engineer had to pick up with mountain race running. Jonathan, and he hid himself. And Jonathan came and passed the guy. And when Jonathan passed the guy had to take a U-turn and took the other route. And Jonathan lost him. 99 days for a thief, 1 day for the owner. Don't worry, Monsieur the engineer, you will be caught. You think you are smart now, but I'll pity you. Jonathan cried for losing him, and when Jonathan was frustrated, guess who burst in front of Jonathan again? Clara. Clara now came in front of Jonathan, and guess what happened? Jonathan was standing like one mumu. Oh, Jonathan always acts at times like a baby. Clara slowed down the car and asked Jonathan to come inside so that she can help Jonathan drop Jonathan in Jonathan's place of drop Jonathan at Jonathan's residence. But Jonathan refused answering to Clara. Clara forced her way and Jonathan refused still, and Clara said, okay, since you have refused, let me be going. Jonathan said, hey, don't go. Pride will not allow this one do the right thing. Jonathan told Clara that you want to help me so that it will look as if you are now the one having a car. You will look as if I am useless. But are you not useless? It will look as if I don't have anything. You are the one helping me out. Jonathan now entered the car and now tried to control Clara on how to drive the car. Clara got angry and chased Jonathan out of her car. But the motive of Clara calling Jonathan inside the car was to do something. And the thing is this, Jonathan forgot his pullover inside the car, went outside and was throwing insults on Clara, that Clara is a very useless woman. Clara will never change. No man will ever marry Clara. Clara will not find peace. Clara will die tonight. Just imagine. But guess what Clara did? Clara now looked at Jonathan, pitied Jonathan, felt for Jonathan, and remove 50,000 and put it inside that pullover. Then throw the pullover at Jonathan. Jonathan took the pullover, insulted her on top of it. You are insulting your destiny helper. Now, Jonathan got home, stranded. Upon reaching the house, Benny confronted Jonathan. That, why did you do what you do to me? They say you are the one behind my nude videos in the internet. This was a very emotional moment between the child and the father. Jonathan now held the daughter and told the daughter that I know I have not been the best father to you. But you see that thing they are accusing me of, I am innocent of it. I can never do such a thing to you. I would rather lay down my life just for you to live. You are the reason why I sleep and get up without giving up in life. You are the reasons for my existence. It's because of you that I love going out there to hustle, even when the hustling does not show forth. I love you so much that I cannot do anything about it. You are my life. Without you, I am nothing. So get that into your head. I love you so much, Benny. I will always be there to protect you. And Benny was crying. Jonathan was so crying, and Jonathan kissed the child's forehead. This was really emotional, right? Now, what did Jonathan do? Jonathan went into the room and started crying. Jonathan was crying and went down on his knees, asking God for mercy, that this joblessness has been for too long. God should have mercy on him. Who has he offended in life? God should have mercy on him. That is how he was crying and pleading for mercy from God. And he slept off. A whole Jonathan crying for mercy. Jonathan, just drop down your ego. And Jonathan doesn't know that money is in his pullover. Oh. He is starving and they slept in hunger. Why there is money in his pullover? Now, in the morning, Jonathan wake up. There was nothing to eat. Benny told Jonathan that she slept in hunger and she cannot even talk. Hunger wants to finish her up. Auntie Teresa on her own part said hunger wants to finish her up. Auntie Teresa said, I don't know the kind of man you are, Jonathan. How can you be a man and you cannot feed your family? Who does that? Auntie Teresa, just shut up your mouth. Oh. You were the one pampering this uselessness in this guy. Now hunger have hit your stomach. You are now complaining. Teresa said you cannot be going out every day and coming back worse than the way you went out. What is wrong with you? Man up and take care of your family. So if my sister was here, that is how my sister would have died of hunger? No. I choose to go where there is food. Oh. I will not keep staying here and dying of starvation. And Benny told Auntie Teresa to shut up her mouth. That she is the one pampering this guy to be doing what he is doing. And now, she is the same person complaining. If she would have addressed this matter from the very beginning and told Jonathan the truth, they wouldn't have been in this situation that they are into today. Yes, that is just the perfect reality. We pamper nonsense and tomorrow we start blaming other people. Some of us are just victims of circumstances in life. Just like Benny. Benny is a victim of circumstances in life. Jonathan's stupidity is what is dealing with everybody around him right now. A home that you could have built beautifully, but your pride and ego could not allow you. Now, Auntie Teresa had to warn Benny and told Benny and Jonathan that she is not the problem of Jonathan. That besides, Jonathan is a grown-up man to reason for himself. That is how they will lure you to your grave. And when you enter your grave, they will say they never pointed a gun at you. that nobody forced you to do this, that na mere talk them talk. My people, be very wise in this life. Life have taught some of us a lot of lessons that before we embark on anything, we think twice. You have to shine your eyes very well. Hear what Auntie Teresa is telling this guy. Jonathan now was worried, and Jonathan left and went to the room crying, picked up his 2 phones. Am I going to sell this phone to feed my family? Now Kennedy does not want to help me again. Nobody wants to help me. Even the Emeka that you keep taking nonsense advice from, Emeka is not there for you. Hunger wants to finish you and your family. Go and sell that phone and feed your family with it, young man. As he was contemplating, he now like, this phone is what is going to help me do research to get a job. Which job? That when you have it, you always bounce back at it. You are not a serious fellow. While he was meditating and contemplating, he now decided to save his family because the family might die of starvation. What happened? He now picked that pullover that Clara put that money inside. When he picked up the pullover, the money tripped off and fell. Hey! Jonathan saw 50,000 as if it's a big deal for him. He has never seen money before. He screamed, shouted, and started crying. He vividly recalled that this pullover was in Clara's car, meaning Clara put this money inside the pullover and then threw it at him and insulted him. Hey! He put his hand on his head. You have been fighting your destiny helpers and going towards the direction of those that want to destroy you. Kennedy has been there for you. Clara has been there for you. Benny has been there for you. But you say no. Instead, you look at them like those that want to fight you because they always tell you the bitter truth without blinking their words. Rather, you choose to go with people that are digging your grave for you. And now you are crying for mercy. Jonathan could not believe his eyes. Jonathan started like, Clara, 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 Clara. Yes, Clara. Clara is really, really a good lady with a kind heart. Because most ladies will not do this. So most ladies will not dare it. But Clara chose to step in so that hunger will not kill you and your family. Jonathan felt on the ground crying. And guess what? Will Jonathan team up with Clara this time around? Will Jonathan bring down his ego? Will Jonathan learn life lessons from this? Will Jonathan accept his mistakes? Will Jonathan shine his eyes? You have lost a lot of things already in life. Don't lose your daughter. Don't lose yourself. You better wake up from that slumber so that you can at least catch the remaining fish inside the ocean. Because the bigger fish has gone already. I is crying. Look at him. Crying like a baby. Oh. It's emotional, right? My people. I'm talking about Hans. Hans went and met the mother and told the mother everything that Clara said. That Clara was rather defending Jonathan. And the mother was just so proud of Clara. That how many women would do that nowadays? Some of you separate, but all you do is to lavish your partner's name negatively with people left and right. But Clara did not do so. Please, if this is your first time watching us, you're highly welcome. Valorize your mental health, because that's just the main reason for this channel, for you to valorize your mental health and kick off anything that wants to come between you and your peace of mind. Hear you out in the comment section below.